Perfect. When American Genre Film Archive announced a distribution, we said we were going to program that like immediately. And then the other side of the team of the actual filmmakers decided they were going to hit us up first, and we were so honored and we were so happy. Yeah, there's a lot of cool tape footage, video stuff going on, and this was really appropriate and cool. And what a visionary feature. We're so excited to have the filmmaker here tonight, Lindsay Denniberg. And also writer Chris Shields. We're going to bring Chris up in 1 second, but I just need you to know there is a restroom if this is your first time here. It's the dimly lit door in the back. And we'll be back here. I'm so sorry, we're like totally out of water right now. This is like not, we usually have water. I'm so sorry. You can BYOB your own water if you'd like. But please don't leave, stick around for the film. There's going to be some pre-show that Lindsay set up for us. There's a trailer for her new film, her new project, I believe. I'm saying that right. And I'm forgetting what the other thing is. Maybe Christmas. Yeah. So let's bring Chris up.
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you WHAMMY for screening the film, and thank you American Genre Film Archive for kind of like pulling the movie from obscurity and giving a great release and making it available for people to see. And thank you Lindsay for coming all the way from Florida to LA for the screening. It's wonderful. There's a lot of Florida people here. That's where a lot of the people that have made Video Diary know each other from, and we've dispersed across the United States, and it's nice that the film can bring us all together again. But in the spirit of friendship, the trailer for the new film that is almost finished, Killer Makeover, Lindsay's next film, it will be shown, and then after that there is a music video, Lindsay?
Yep.
For the band Cemetery, which Cemetery was fronted by a guy named Danny Gallegos, and he was the assistant director on Video Diary, and he passed away pretty recently. And it was shocking, but a lot of the things you'll see in the film are things from his like personal collection of VHS, horror t-shirts, horror posters, and he really was, his band performs in the film, he plays a role in the film of someone who gets murdered, and in a very trauma-esque kind of insane performance, and it just really, he was a huge part of this movie, and like very much like the soul of it, like the kind of love of horror and garbage and VHS and things like that. That's like who he was. He was like a living ghoulie. But anyway, thank you so much to WHAMMY. This is the perfect place for this film to screen. It's a movie that loves VHS, loves analog, and I think you'll see it. But anyway, thank you so much for being here.
That was beautiful.
I did just want to say one more thing I forgot. Sorry. It's not that big of a deal, at least we don't think it is, but the film is pillar boxed a bit. There's some space in the left and right. We did want to export it again. It just looks so good from American Genre Film Archive. So sorry about that. We don't have an amazing masking system. Anyway, enjoy.
Oh, well.
Video Diary of the Lost Girl, incredible. Before I ask you to help me welcome back Chris Shields to the stage along with Lindsay, I wanted to let you know that there's these incredible, rare Lindsay Denniberg business cards. They're on VHS boxes, and they're limited edition. They're going to be worth $1 million one day, so make sure you get one. They're on the counter. They're right next to our calendars. Grab one of those too. Please help me welcome Lindsay Denniberg and Chris Shields back to the stage. Can't wait to hear what you all have to say.
There you go. Thank you. And here's one with
Thanks. Before we came, Lindsay was, she was like, do you have any VHS that like are not like really precious to you? I was like, I don't know, we'll look through them, and we found one, so a VHS was sacrificed to make those cards.
Yeah,
So please
it-
take them and enjoy them.
Was it Fairy Tale, the
Yeah.
porn one? So
Mhm.
it felt right. I think
Yeah.
it was a video I gave you.
I think it
like
was.
when I was working at Odd Obsession, the video store in Chicago where I lived. So,
Yeah.
oh, how's this mic working? All right. So,
You're sounding very NPR right now. It's cool.
I know this is ASMR.
Oh, that's
Horror
very
hour.
I really liked the movie. That was super cool.
It was.
That was awesome. Corey directed it. It was super cool.
Oh my god, it was so great video.
Remember when he said action?
Okay, that's. What else? What else? Are we just gonna free jazz?
I don't know. Anyway, thank you for coming, and this is really cool seeing it like with a group of people, and I don't know, it's really special. And Lindsay, you put so much
Thank you.
of yourself into it, and so much time, so much effort, and you know, it's a whole lot of movie. And the thing that is hard to really communicate is we're talking like this is made with like nothing, you know, like I mean, it was very, very, very minimal.
7,000.
Yeah, I think it was 7,000. Yeah.
After at the end of the day.
Yeah, and yeah, just like it was all just like some very committed people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone involved. It was like a ragtag crew, you know. Felt very was it Cecil B. Demented at times, or Ed Wood.
Yeah. Oh.
You know, like very actively trying to make it feel that way. Like this could be illegal. Let's try it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I mean, if anybody has any questions, we're
Yeah.
here to answer them.
Yeah, we'll just go on and on otherwise. So please stop us.
Yeah. Yes.
I have like just a specific question for it. So like Guy Madden, like direct influence or just like
Oh yes.
Okay.
Like the God. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Careful, especially.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
seeing like Guy Madden, like
Mhm.
I think both of us. I mean, we both went to film
Loved
school like
him.
in like early 2000s,
Mm-hmm.
like undergrad, became friends and like.
He was a hit director to watch. You know,
Yeah,
I
he
found
was,
him
he was
eventually.
definitely in like,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like seeing him was very inspirational to me, at least,
Mhm.
because to see someone who had such a strong aesthetic, very much embraced like avant-garde and experimental film, but is funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Saddest
Very
Things in the
cartoony.
World, Coward Bend the Knee, like My Winnipeg. These are extremely funny films, and I was like, well, you know, why can't you make a movie like that? You know, like
Some comedy, a little bit more on the nose comedy.
Yeah, it was a little more like
More simple.
80s,
people,
like kind
so.
of a little more dumb monster romantic comedy, but still like absolutely his like fearlessness with like textures. I feel like is a huge
Mm.
part of like what
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah, what is it? Well, I got really into Careful when Chris and we got really into like creative collaborating on this mermaid movie that we made at UCF. And Careful was like the direct, you know, influence, and Fairy Tale Theater, so that was like the first kind of mashup. It's like, and on the Blu-ray, it is on there, you know, so like a little behind the scenes vignette, like, you know, there's a lot of, the movie's called Wet Skin, you know, it's a little pornographic movie.
But it's shamelessly Guy Man. You can watch it. Like
Yeah.
I shot it and we
Yeah.
did incredible. Like the sets and the art direction, and
Mhm.
maybe some people here actually worked on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Jeanette McNeil, and
yeah.
but yeah, it was.
And Michael, oh my God,
Yeah.
like Michael Burke, please raise your hand. He made such a humongous. I'm sorry, I'm getting excited. What is it? Like this beautiful, like Shelley Duvall, like Fairy Tale Theater, like kind of cave with like fabric. It was his idea to like. I learned a lot from Michael. It was just very beautiful. So yeah, there's.
But yeah, definitely, and just like textures with in front of the camera and in the editing. You know, it was just like once you see something like Guy Madden, it's like he's like, I dare you to make something. You know, and you watch it and it's like, oh, okay, this guy did all this. Fuck me, like I'm gonna go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like that was.
And get Isabella Rossellini because who's gonna stop
I mean, if she's I would love that. But I mean, I think seeing that kind of stuff opens up your eyes to be like, okay, like things have been insane for a long time. You know, and you're just like, who cares? Like I can do whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions? Yes.
I'd love to ask about the sort of initial release of the film.
Yeah.
In
That-
the context that, you know, it was shown to your friends and what you did with it.
It was funny. Like it was made at the Art Institute of Chicago,
Mhm.
and I feel like it was
No, they'd be pissed. School of the Art Institute.
SASO. Yeah, okay. All right, they did. Yeah,
SASC.
those people. And so I feel like it was like, okay, this is like a thesis film essentially, but always with the intention of like, hey, you're paying a lot of money to go to school. It's fucking expensive. They have the equipment. The idea was always like, come out of it with something, you know? Like when you went, we talked a lot. And I was like, do something that's like.
I think it was the first feature film, but also like Casey Puccini, who is one of the cinematographers, and he's the one who plays Michael.
Mhm.
You know, like, what was it? He started doing a feature too, and it just kind of became contagious.
Yeah.
You know, like the feature virus.
But that being said, you made it, and then it
Mhm.
was like, okay, kind of what's going to happen is you did all the festivals and stuff, and
Mhm.
people started to like pay attention.
Yeah.
You know, paid like what, like.
Well, first, like with Chicago Underground Film Festival, like the true backstory with that is like Lori Felker. She worked at SAIC, and I was her TA, and I was, it was an off day, and I was just like kind of working on the editing for Video Diary in her class, and she's like, "What is that?" And
Yeah.
lo and behold, she worked for Cuff, so it was just like kismet,
Yeah.
And she's just like, don't show the whole movie at the end of the school year.
Yeah.
Let us show it.
And she's a great filmmaker, great like
Yes, definitely.
avant-garde filmmaker. You can
Mhm.
see her stuff online. I think she has a film on Criterion. But
Mhm.
so he got out there, showed a cuff. Christina Cassiopo,
Mhm.
who programmed at the 92Y in New York, saw it, brought it there. People really liked it. So it was around a little bit.
Yeah.
Fangoria, I think, reviewed it.
There were a
Room
few
Org.
distribution offers, but
Yeah.
like nothing felt right,
Yeah.
So it was just like it kind of coasted along, and we were working on another movie that kind of took attention away from like worrying about distribution. Like we got a new baby. So.
Yeah. But I think with you, it's like it's such a personal film. You didn't want to like lose.
Oh yeah,
lose control
I'm
of
a
it.
fucking control freak. It's not a secret.
Oh.
Sorry, I know I have a problem.
But anyway, so it was around for a little while. Some people saw it, and then it was like, we just that's the stuff that you don't learn. Like you make the movie, and then they're like, so what do you do with it? It's like, I don't know. I just do the art. Like I don't know how to sell it. So
Yeah,
like,
same here. I really tried, and and Christina again, like from 92Y, like I think like we were talking about like what should we do? We should try to get Video Diary again, and
Yeah.
you were like you should message Christina. I'm like, you know what, I should.
Yeah.
And
so,
it kind of worked.
yeah, and I guess AGFA had been they had seen it somehow and
Mhm.
were interested in like they were like a joy.
Probably got it on the internet.
Yeah, I mean they were a joy to work with. They were like completely amazing. But it was just kind of like languishing for a long time. Sarah, it's my girlfriend. Lindsay was selling like just VHS of it herself.
Speaking of, I'll totally mail WHAMMY some VHS special edition.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, so
let me just find them first.
It was just kind of like we not forgot about it, but it was like it had its moment, and we're like, fuck, we started working on another movie.
Mm-hmm. Like we'll do it this time.
Which the trailer was there, and then all of a sudden, like very, very unexpectedly,
Finally.
Christina was like, oh yeah, I'm going to set up a screening, and it screened at the Nighthawk in New York, and somehow it was like the right time. Like when it first came out, I think people were like, this is cool, but like the risk was kind of like Guy Madden or something, like where it's like, let's make something that's like, for horror people, for people that like a silly, like nice comedy, like My Demon Lover, like Rockula, but like also like something that's like aesthetically really pushing like a boundary. And like I think it kind of horror people are like, it's cool, but like it's too weird. And then like weird people are like, I don't know, it's too much of a story. And I feel like
I can't please everyone.
Yeah. And now I feel like people are like, no, they're cool with this. So I feel like that's kind of what happened.
Thanks for being cool with it, guys.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, yeah. No, I'm trying to think. It's just when it happened too. Like we've been working on Killer Makeover. Our next film, like for a long time, because
Mhm.
it's just like so much more, effects and everything. It's
Yeah.
just like breaking
Very
new
elaborate.
ground.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's weird coming out at the right time. Like I'm like, wow, we're gonna have another movie come out.
Yeah. So if you like this, there's another film
Yeah.
coming very soon.
Mhm.
And
Sarah Henson is in the audience.
Yeah.
She's our main actress.
the other
and
writer, and the star. But just really quick, I just want to say, like, Lindsay, like everything you see, like, is like her vision, her creation. Like,
It's AI.
Yeah, okay, it's all AI. She's an android, but no, like
AI.
she touches everything, and it's like it's just it's very special. It's very handmade, and yeah, the new film is as well. I don't want to keep everybody too long, but if there's more questions.
Yeah.
One back here.
Yes.
Oh, I have a story question.
Yeah.
How does the character at the end come back to life?
I think that I'm not the person to answer that.
Yeah, I can answer that one.
Yeah, Lindsay.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. So, it's weird with how it ends. I understand. He comes back to life because, lo and behold, I didn't know that the character's blood had healing powers when I wrote this. It kind of happened because we had to fix a shot. So, and was always like, maybe we'll do alternate endings. Like, we definitely wanted to come back. And the original ending had, the Lillian, Jane and Emily, played by Erica Gressman and Monica Panzarino. They were gonna originally be in that scene as kind of like a Death Becomes Her commentary, as set, and just couldn't make it work with schedules. I'm like, we don't need that anyway. If anything, if I could put logic to it, I think her blood healing powers is what brought you to life, and maybe it was a sacrifice, that you made. I don't know. I really don't know. What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, what you said sounds correct.
Good.
Cool. That's just fine. I'm sorry if it
That's
didn't
our
make
good friend-
sense in
that's
the
our friend
movie,
Diego
but you know
Contra.
what? Now your questions get answers.
But you know what? The sacrifice thing does make sense because
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like that's like
You
very-
could have made a good choice.
yeah, that's like very much a thing. I feel like in like every like Disney movie or whatever, it's like, oh no, this is the curse or whatever. But it's like, no, but the power of true love can do it. So this is like a nice
Yeah.
movie for nice people. So
Yeah,
you know,
we like horror movies.
Who are fucked up, like,
Yeah.
and you don't want it to end in like a sad way. So
No,
it's
it
like,
could be
it's
sad.
like all you gotta do is just put the fucking scene at the end where something nice happens.
Or the
All right?
rock song,
That's
we can
it.
have the fun
It's like
ending.
you can do anything. A movie has a beginning and an end, and a bunch of shit in the middle. And just start good, end good. That's all you want.
That's all we could hope for. I hope that felt like
Anyway.
it. Yeah.
And there was another question? I thought there was. Anyway, if there's nothing
Okay.
else, thank you.
I got a question.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Who's your favorite character?
My favorite character?
Yeah.
I really, really like, what's Erica's character's name?
Emily.
Emily. She's
Yeah, I
very
really
funny.
love her too. I love the Lillian
She's
a lot.
she's Louise's main friend. She's kind of tall. I think she's just
She looks like Sarah Silverman a little bit, but and also Atreyu at certain angles.
yeah. She's a little Rufio. She's
Yeah, she has a big role in Killer Makeover as
Yeah.
well. She also produced Killer Makeover.
She's a very
and
funny
worked on-
person. Very
Yeah.
cool. And like, I like someone who has like a really unique delivery.
Yeah, because the character of Emily wasn't written like that. It was
Yeah.
She was really supposed to be like a nerd, get a good balance, but like she kind of played at Pauly Shore's Surfer,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a jock surfer.
And
like,
it was a
she's so
joke
funny.
audition. We were just killing time because she was already helping with like art department stuff and everything. So I'm like, yeah, why not read this part? And I was like, me and Aaron, the producer, were just like, she's good. Yeah.
It's weird for me because watching everybody, like I have like acted in some other things, and like usually I'm just like I'm very easy to watch myself. In this, really, I'm like, ugh, I don't like my performance. It's weird, but everyone else's I love. Like it's very like everyone has like very idiosyncratic like little things, like Monica who plays the kind of mean Lillian. Like just I don't know. You're good at finding like what people like a little bit of them and putting it in.
I learned it from watching you.
Oh, thank you. That means a
Dracula
lot.
Gets a Nose Job. I remember you
Thank
talking
you.
about the casting and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a movie of his that has a lot of our friends in it. It was a good time and is also on the Blu-ray.
Yeah, if you get a chance, the Blu-ray has a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you very much. This is
Oh, there's
Oh,
more.
sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, we can't see up here. It's too bright.
Yeah, I know. Well, I just want to say it looked incredible. Every
Oh, thank you.
frame looks so good in this film.
thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I have OCD.
Oh, we can ask you nerdy questions about cinematography forever,
Oh,
probably.
yeah,
But
but-
I just really want to ask about the new project and what is going on with it.
It's getting done. I mean, it's like
Mhm.
it's a lot more green screen. Like this, like I feel like people respond to it and they're like, wow, the sets and like the miniatures and stuff like that. And we just watched the cut of like the new film last night, which is mostly done, like 95%. And I'm like, man, that's like this is like nothing compared to that. Like Like it's crazy. So it's like it's been a really long process. We probably shot like 7 or 8 years ago, and it's a lot of green screen, but it's similar. But you're using like a lot of new kind of collage like techniques and whatnot to build the sets. But I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's a similar kind of.
Well, you came up with the idea and it kind of like grew from there, and then we have our friends Sarah and Phil. They got part of the writing process.
Yeah, Sarah Fensom and Phil Cherniak were the co-writers, and it's something where like it's definitely a bit of this kind of horror comedy vibe, but a little different. Like it's a kind of a slightly different approach. The aesthetic has evolved a little bit, but it's hopefully be done soon.
Evolved a lot of it.
Please stay tuned for it. Please program it. Go see it. Something. I mean, this person has toiled like endlessly on this. Like, it's not. It's like.
It's been intense, man.
Yeah.
So much Final Cut Pro, so much green screen. I hate the green.
Yeah, she's got every problem you can have now.
Yeah, it's just too
a carpal
much.
tunnel. She's just messed up. Like so.
Look at my hand.
Look at you. You're fucked up. No, but seriously. But yeah, it's almost it's getting done. It's about a beautician from New Jersey gets cursed. Anybody she puts makeup on, they die. So she's got to get a job at a funeral home so she can do her makeup on the only thing she can do her makeup on, dead bodies.
That's exactly how you pitched it to me.
Exactly.
On AIM while we were chatting on jobs that we were trying to ignore.
Yeah. I was like doing
like
transcription.
that sounds
or
great.
something.
Let's roll with that.
And I was like, let's do like a John Waters, like funny, like kind of like, trashy, like what if Fran Drescher was like in like a crazy horror comedy kind of thing. So hopefully it's cool. I mean, I think it's good.
Yes, and Sarah Fensom in the back there, she brings a beautiful performance.
She's amazing.
And the nanny is a big inspiration, and it shows.
Yeah,
So,
So, let's see what happens.
what more could you want?
If you want to go buy some stuff on Lindsay's website, all the money is going to finish the new film.
Yes, definitely. And these collector item business cards I made before this thing, has the website on it. I just finished it right before doing this because, deadlines. So.
Yeah, anyway, big round of applause for Lindsay. Thank you. I'm lucky to have a talented friend. Because I think I don't look at any of the reviews of this, like on Letterboxd or whatever, because like, it makes me uncomfortable. But you told me one, I think that was like, this guy's serving Ryan Reynolds like energy or whatever. And I was like, fuck. I'm like, that's my nightmare. But he is fine.
But
anyway.
he has an audience, and I took a bullet for a lot of bad jokes that I wrote, and I always appreciate it. He did the best delivery I love, so it's just like, because I think a lot of it comes from our love of John Cryer and Morgan Stewart.
William Ragsdale, John Cusack, John Cryer for sure.
That one, and mainly My Demon Lover, that.
Scott Valentine.
I'm like, I want you to play Scott. So.
But anyway, thanks for letting me do movies with you. It's cool.
Man.
Yeah, anyway, thank you. Make movies with your friends.